Well, hi. I'm animated again this time because I received multiple complaints about me being too handsome and causing blindness in some people, so my apologies to anyone harmed because of my actions. Anyway, the first thing I want to do today is add enemies to the random levels. There's not really much of a game if there's no way to lose, so adding enemies would probably fix that problem. I added a keybind to the player that would print out his position, and I use that to map out the edges of the level. Then I just make a quick script to move a raycast to a random position within the map, and if it isn't touching anything, then we just spawn one of those stupid cats in there, and voila, we have just added animal abuse. Thank you guys for watching my tutorial. If we can get to 3 million likes, I will show you how to abuse animals in real life. But there's a problem. These random levels are way too bumpy and the little goobers are too dumb to climb them. One solution is to give them another father so they won't inherit my waffle iron brain, or we could just make it easier for them to navigate, which would probably be more humane. I spent like 2 hours trying to find a way to spearcast tile maps in Gamedev, but couldn't figure it out, so I just added like 70 some more raycasts to the generators, and that did the job, actually. These levels kind of look like they're paved now, but that should be alright, I think. I need my videos to actually be decent now, so I'm gonna go work on some cool transitions and stuff to put in them, and then call it a day. Tomorrow I'll be busy for most of the day, but if I have time, I'm going to try and implement some hidden rooms into the levels or something. Alright, listen here, buddy boy. I was busy for most of the day, so this one's gonna be short, okay? That's what happened. Nothing more. Just play along and you'll be alright. Yeah, but seriously, I had a haircut, doctor's appointment, and work all on the same day. Needless to say, I didn't get much done. I added the other types of enemies so the enemy placing thing could try and make them exist, but they kept spawning in the walls for some reason. I tried to fix this for the rest of the day, but didn't really make much progress. I completely reworked the way the spawning worked, and it still spawns them in walls, so I don't really know what's wrong here. I'll try and fix it tomorrow, but I have no idea how I'm going to do that. The literal only thing on my mind has been stopping the enemies from spawning in walls. I don't know why it's not working. There's probably some Godot related raycast stuff I don't understand, so I'm just going to rewrite it again, but with areas this time. Plan B is to randomly spawn a bunch of area colliders around the level when it's generated, then have them spawn an enemy if they exit the map at any point, and then delete them after 10 seconds just to make sure nothing more happens. And yeah, that didn't work either. Nice. I fiddled with it for like 2 more hours, but no luck, so I just scrapped the whole thing again. This time I'm not going to have any of Godot's janky collision systems I was probably using wrong, and instead just added a little thing to the grid map code to let me mark down all the coordinates of any block that was destroyed. After getting a fake ID for all my children, they can move around here fine with no issue. The only actual problem was that some of them were spawning in the lava barrier, but that was a very easy fix. The problem was that the lava could still use the destroy block command, and it would just ignore the part where it actually deletes itself. So it was still getting its coordinates, and since little explodey things like to go outside the map, they tended to hit more lava than anything else, resulting in multiple cats being burned alive. Then I just added the other enemies to the spawn lottery, and now all test enemies can spawn in. Speaking of which, I need to lengthen this video for maximum ad revenue, so I'd better introduce y'all to the squad. Bleh is just some random goober who charges you full force. Zero Brain is just an imp from Doom, and above average Lario has hit scan attacks. The last mechanic I need to implement into the random levels is the NPCs. I wasn't really planning on having that many of them, but the shops and maybe the bosses were probably going to be conversation based or something. I'll probably have some kind of door for the boss fights, but they would still use the spawning system, so I don't really care. Anyway, my plan was to basically just spawn the rooms to the NPCs the same way I spawn enemies, but flip it this time to make sure they spawn in walls. I'm just going to use an explosion to cut out the rooms, and it works fine, I guess. I don't think this is a very good idea though. If you know there's a store, you're just going to dig the entire level out after you cleared up enemies, and that isn't exactly a lot of fun. It's fun when you randomly stumble upon something hidden, but it isn't much fun to spend multiple hours looking for a door. Probably still going to have secret rooms or something to that effect, but they'll just be filled with cool items and stuff. Anyway, back to the NPCs. I decided to just have them spawn exactly like the enemies, but they talk to you instead of fighting. The NPCs are just mesh instances with some hitbox attached to them, which means they despise Isaac Newton with every cell of their body. So instead of actually putting any amount of effort into this game, I'm just going to stick a raycast under them and then add a single line of code to move them to the collision point. That did the job pretty well, actually. Now you can just go up to any random stranger on the street and give them your social security number, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Yeah, sorry I got cut short. School starts in a few weeks, so we're gonna go see my grandparents one last time before school starts. Yeah, I know it's random. Sorry I had to cut it short, but thank you for watching this video. There'll probably be another one next week. Hopefully soon I can make one that's actually like a full week. That'd be pretty cool, I think. Yeah, but I don't know. Thank you for watching my video, and goodbye.